start with our feet in parallel. That can be touching or it can be hip distance apart. We're going to zip our abs and we're going to lengthen our tailbone as always. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down a couple times. Good. And then we're going to start with kind of a reminder of our Pilates posture, starting with the base. So we're going to lift up all 10 toes, spread them out, create space between your toes like that. Put your big toe down, and then fan the rest of the toes out. Plant those toes, lean forward from your ankles, and then lean back from your ankles. So your weight goes into your toes and then into your heels, toes and heels, and then slow it down and square it up so your weight is evenly distributed over your feet. And then bend your knees a little bit, let the tailbone lengthen, so not tuck, but just long. And then, keeping that tailbone long, lift up your quads and straighten those legs, lifting those kneecaps. Pull your abs in, lengthen the tailbone. Let's do a couple tucks and tips and tucks. So tailbone up, tailbone under, tailbone up, tailbone under. One more time, up and under, and then halfway, as if you had that tail, it would extend all the way down. Fingers to your rib cage, nice deep breath in. Exhale, pull them down and knit them together. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your arms out. Give your tree a hug, and then pop a walnut between your shoulder blades. Hug your tree, pop a walnut. Hug your tree, pop a walnut. One more time, hug it, pop it, arms straight. At this point, you don't want to be flared, but you don't want to be rounded, nice and even. Reach through the fingers, bring the arms down, tighten the arms, shoulders slope down, chin forward like a chicken. You can make a pop, pop, pop there at home, and then exhale, pop. And then extend and tuck, and one more time, chicken and military, and then find what is halfway. I want you to think about nodding yes and lengthening tall. Shoulders relax up, back, and down. All right, from there, we're just going to do a little bit of balance work, then we'll add on from there. So step back with your right foot, bend into your left knee. So you're just in a little bit of a little squat split lunge here. And then all I want you to do is lift that back leg and tap it down, and lift it and tap it. And as you do this, you're bending and straightening your left leg. Reach. As you lift up, see if you can point that toe of that back leg to get that quadricep ignited and straighten that back leg, or that, yeah, the leg that's reaching back. Two more like that. And last one. Switch it up. This is just kind of a warm up. Step back with your left leg, bend your right knee, lean forward a little bit, but don't round. Keep those shoulders back. As a matter of fact, let's add a little shoulder squeeze to that, because that'll preview where we're headed in a moment. Lengthen. When you lift up, point that toe, engage that quad. Good. Two more. And relax. Let's just lift and lower one heel at a time, kind of prance out those feet. Add a little balance, see if you can go a little faster. And relax. And then you're going to kind of walk towards the front of your mat for a moment. We're going to go back into stepping back with that right leg, but this time arms out in that T position, but thumbs up. And we're going to drop down into a little lunge here and squeeze our shoulder blades together. You're bending both knees. Good. Now here's your challenge. Pitch forward. Go back to that position we were in a moment ago, but then lift that back leg. See if you can find that balance. Bend that back knee. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you lift the toe. Good. See if you can bring that leg through. Balance for a moment. And then rotate, rotate, two more, rotate, tap your foot down as needed, and come back. We're going to do that on the other side. Left foot steps back, shoulders up, back, and down, bend into it. We squeeze those shoulder blades together as we drop into it. Good. And then we're gonna see if we can pitch forward, weight on that right leg, knee stays bent, left leg goes up, bend it, poke a hole in the ceiling as you squeeze the shoulder blades at the same time. Bring that leg through, find your balance, and then cross over. One more time. All right, we're gonna pick up that pace a little bit. If you need to slow it down, that's fine. Here we go. Step back, and we drop and squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We pitch forward, poke a hole in the ceiling, squeeze for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that balance for 3, 2, and 1. Cross for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot down, left leg back, squeeze, drop for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pitch it forward, find that balance, lift that toe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it through balance, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross 4. Last 2, last 1. Again, right leg back, same thing. We drop for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lift and poke a hole. We balance for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We cross. Good. And then left leg steps back. Drop 4, 3, 2, and 1. Poke a hole in the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Balance. And then cross. Good. One more time, only 2s of everything. Here we go. Step back. 2, poke a hole, lift it up and hold, cross 2, and step back. And then left leg back, and we drop, and we lift, and we balance, and we cross. All right, walk all the way back to your back of your mat. Let's go into a wide stance. Bend your knees, hands on your thighs, shoulders out of your ears. Round into a kitty cat stretch, and then extend your tailbone in a cow. Now I want you to exaggerate this for a moment. Keep your hands on your thighs for support. Lift the tailbone even higher, and imagine that you could actually tip. Instead of having any kind of tuck in your tailbone, you could tip that tailbone up as far as you can get it. Then slide your shoulders out of your ears, squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then we're gonna bring our hands down. We're gonna walk out in sort of a down dog position. Bring your feet together. Lift your right heel or right leg. Press your left heel down. Press your chest back towards your legs. Extend your right leg. Almost as if you're doing a split. I know this won't be super comfortable for all of you. And then bring that right foot down. Spread those toes. Bend that left knee. Press the right heel down. Extend that left leg up. Reach. Press your chest towards your thigh. Again, as if you're doing a standing split. And then bring that left leg down. Prance those feet out again. Good. And then wide stance, wider than your mat. Shift forward so that your hands are right under your shoulders. Make sure that your booty's not sticking up and you're definitely not sagging. We're just gonna do that shoulder prep work. So we're gonna press the floor way around the shoulders, head in line. Squeeze the shoulders, press the shoulders. Squeeze, press. So this is just shoulder work, shoulder blade work. 2 more, last 1. Pivot to face knee. I know it's a really wide stance. Open that top arm, rotate towards the ceiling, lift it up and over, arch up a little more, come back through center, bring it down, round your shoulders, squeeze them. 1 more, round and squeeze. Pivot away from me, lift that arm, open it, arch the hip, come back through center, round your shoulder, squeeze it. 1 more time towards me, lift it, Open it, arch it, back to center. And we're gonna round and squeeze, rotate away, open, open more, arch it up, come back to center. Now walk your feet a little closer, shift that weight, take your time, bend your elbows, press straight. Elbows go backwards, so we're working those triceps. Little tricep press up or Pilates push up. Make sure your body is still in that plank position. 4 more. And relax. Widen your hips. Put your hips back on your heels and relax. Come halfway up. Take your left hand underneath your right arm. So you're kind of threading this needle and then drop that left shoulder on the ground. So we should be opening up that left shoulder. If you want to add on, right arm can either reach in front of you or you can open it towards the ceiling and rotate to look up. And then bring that down, press up, and we're going the other way. So right hand threads under the left, drop your shoulder down, arm can reach forward or rotate open, and then bring that back to center. And then we're going to undulate through that spine. Hopefully you feel like you've worked multiple areas already so that now we can get to those abs. So let's come on to a seated position, please. And we're going to start with our feet down, shoulders out of our ears. Exhale, imagine a bumblebee is headed for your belly button. Pull away from the bumblebee and then come right back up. So quick little or small little roll downs. Exhale, round, inhale up. Exhale, round, inhale up, round, up, round, up, round. Good. Small movement, it's not even full range. Adding on, squeeze your shoulder blades as you go back to keep that awareness that the upper body stays open so we don't curl that upper body. So squeeze, squeeze, last 2, squeeze and squeeze, stay back, walk back onto your tippy toes. That should engage those abs a little more. Grab your legs, lift your legs, tabletop. Good, roll your shoulders out of your ears, let go. Now we're gonna do a small rocking movement here. So it's just your tailbone. You curl back and come up, curl back and come up. Make sure your feet aren't dangling. You're gonna try and keep them lifted in tabletop. And it's not this, right? You're not moving your legs away from you. Your legs come with you. So you try to keep the same distance between your knees and your chest. But again, small range of motion. And bring that down. That should have been a good warm up for your abs. Straighten out your left leg, grab hold of your right, shoulders up out of your ears, right hand behind the right hamstring. Roll down with control, a vertebra at a time. Bring that right knee in. And then on the exhale, with that leg into tabletop, and you're going to take your time using that right leg to help you roll up. If this is tough on your back, bend that left knee. If you can keep that left leg straight, that's awesome. When you get to the top, sit tall, straighten out the right leg. Bend your left knee, reach around, grab. And then same thing, we're just rolling down a vertebra at a time. Pause at the bottom and then exhale and roll up a vertebra at a time. Good, let's switch it up. Right knee in, roll it down, deep breath in, roll it up. Do your best not to kick when you come up. Switch your legs. Again, changing it up. When you come to the top this time, bend both knees. Find that little balance position, roll back, and see if you can roll all the way back, hug your knees in. Now, before you come up, you're not going to kick your knees away. You're just going to curl your forehead towards your knees, roll it nice and slowly. Don't put your toes down, and rolling like a ball. You can make this as small as you need to, You can keep it low, right? You can keep it high, just on that tailbone as we did a moment ago. It's up to you. But create this work by pulling those abs in, rounding that low back. Last two. Last one, we're balancing again, shoulders up out of your ears. Lift your legs tabletop, and this time let go. Shoulder blades squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then see if you can extend those legs up. If you can't, either hold on to them here, hold on to them extended, or any combination. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees. Roll it back a vertebra at a time. Deep breath in. Rolling like a ball. Exhale, roll for 4. Last time, roll, pause, lift, balance. Choose where you want to be. Arms can go all the way up if you want. Bring it in. Roll like a ball for 2. Balance, hold for 2. Good. Roll like a ball one time. Lift it up. Balance. Bend your knees, feet on the ground. Grab the backs of your legs. Roll down a vertebra at a time. Lengthen out. Point your toes. Reach with your arms. Let those ribs pop up. And then bring your fingers to those ribs. And exhale, pull the ribs down. Not necessarily tucking your hips. Just pulling the ribs down. Maybe neutral spine in your low back. So a little gap. And then go ahead and bend the knees, and that should make that easier. Deep breath in. Exhale. Head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. On the inhale, sweep the arms so they're by your ears. Listen up. Reach your left arm a little longer. Reach your right arm a little longer. Left and right. Left and right. Exhale, come down. Deep breath in. Exhale, ribs pull down. Torso lifts. Arms go up overhead. Reach with your right hand and your left and your right and your left, and exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Arms overhead. Left fingers longer. Right fingers longer. Left and right. Exhale down. One more time like that. Exhale, lift. Arms reach. Right arm, right and left, and relax down. Bring your fingertips around behind. You get to hold them together this time because you're just going to tuck and curl that neck and get a stretch in the back of your head. Neck. Or in the back of your head. And then press your head into your arms. Bring those elbows wide, and you should start to feel a stretch across your chest. Then slip those fingers to the edges of your skull. Deep breath in. On the exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Come up onto your tippy toes, and then when you're ready, lift those knees tabletop. All right. Take your arm that's closest to me and pivot towards me, but take your back arm and reach it to the back corner of your room, wherever that is. And then your front leg reaches towards the screen. You can pivot the knee of the back leg out. So you kind of look, a lot of y'all call this Peter Pan, but notice if you tipped onto that front hip, even your hips up. Inhale back to center, maybe soles of the feet come together, and then stretch that back leg, stretch the front arm, but twist away from me. And inhale, center. Here we go. Exhale, twist, reach, and inhale, center. Exhale, twist, reach, and center, and twist, and center. Last time. Knees in, feet on the ground, shoulders out of your ears. Reach long with one hand and then the other, and then press those shoulder blades down so you really feel engagement of your whole hand. Pull the ribs in, lift your hips. Then lift them a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Keep the knees squeezed together, shoulders out of your ears, and then lift up on your tippy toes and lower your heels and lift and lower. Make sure as you do this, that this movement is just with your heels for now. You're trying to keep that plane or that plank position from knees through hips and shoulders. 2 and 1. Stay up on your tippy toes. Extend that right leg up in the air. Point your right toes, sweep to the right, come down, come back to center, tap your left knee, and come back up. Now we're gonna do that again. Your challenge is how big can you make your circle without wobbling your left hip? So right leg up and over and down and around and tap and up. Now we're gonna reverse it, just two of these. Lower, squeeze that left glute, open, rotate up, tap down. Same thing, open, around, and down. Right toes down, heels of both feet down, hips down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift into your bridge. Squeeze a little higher. Open those hip flexors. Point your knees forward. Roll up onto your tippy toes. Keep your knees together, shoulders down. Lift and lower those heels. Good. Stay lifted. Left knee comes in, extended up in the air. Flex through that quadricep, lift a little higher. Bring your leg to the left, but don't let the right glute let go. Bring it down. Tap your right knee. Come up, around, down, and tap. And then reverse. Down, out, up, and around. Down, out, up, and around. Left toes down, both heels down, both hips down. Grab your legs, one in each hand, take a little rock side to side. Straighten out that left leg for a moment, bring that right knee towards your left shoulder, a little cross stretch here, quick little stretch, and then bring it across your left thigh, figure four. And then straighten your right leg, left knee comes up and over to the right, and then passive figure four. Beautiful. We're going to bend those knees again, and we're going to lift them into tabletop position. Deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, double leg stretch. Exhale, tap. Grab your right knee, extend through the left leg. Grab your left leg, extend through the right. Both knees together. Double leg reach. Exhale, left leg first, right leg reaches, and then left leg reaches and center. So we're doing a double leg stretch with a single leg stretch. So double leg and reach, and then left leg reaches, and then right leg reaches, and then double leg. Reach and tap, and now opposite leg. Right leg reaches, left leg reaches, double leg stretch, reach and tap. Now left leg reaches, right leg reaches, double leg, reach and tap. Now right leg reaches, left leg reaches, double leg. Good. And then just keep that going. If you get confused, just do 5 double leg stretches and 5 single leg stretches. If your neck is bothering you, as always, it's no big deal to keep your head down. How about giving me 4 more of those, please? And relax. Hug those knees in, give me a rock side to side until you can rock over to face me. Stack your knees up, stack your hips up. Bring your arm right underneath your ear, and rather than being pitched forward, lengthen out that upper body as if you're stretching away from your knees. Grab underneath your ribs, lift your ribs, drop your ribs, lift and drop without your hand now. Lift and drop, last time. Lift, drop, lift, leave the ribs lifted. So create that waistline. Top leg is going to come up and over, knee down, toe pointing to the sky, then flip it, toe taps behind your other leg. So down in front and tap behind, down in front, tap behind, and down and tap, and down and tap. You should feel this in that outer hip of that top leg, and hopefully you feel it pretty soon. Check that waistline, make sure it's not popping up and down. Last 2. Last one, extend that leg out, flex, tighten that quadricep, turn your toe down, bring that leg so it's almost in front of your nose, tap your toe down and lift, toe down and lift. You can feel this out here, but I hopefully you have that quad engaged too. Relax that leg that you just worked, bend it, put it up against the other thigh, and you should start to feel a stretch here. If that's too much, you can bring it across, you can support it, you decide. And as always, you can just, bang, slap it a little bit. All right, we're coming back up. We're switching sides. We're gonna bend those knees, stack your hips, stack your knees. Make sure your upper body isn't pitched forward, it's really elongated. Lift your ribs, drop your ribs, lift them, drop them, lift them, drop them, lift and drop. Last time, lift those ribs, keep them up. Top leg, point your knee down, toe to the sky, and then reverse. Tap and reverse, and tap and reverse. Almost there. Good. Now straighten that leg, flex through that quad, bring the leg in front of your face if you can, turn your toe down, tap and lift, tap and lift. Good. Bend that knee, put it right up against the other quad, and then press it open and support it, or bring it even farther across for more stretch along that side. And then from there, we're going to lie all the way over onto our abs. We're going to stack our hands up. And then we're going to bring our big toes to touch. Your toenails are on the ground. Your toes are pointed. And then bring your heels to touch each other and then open them up. So bring your heels together and open them up. So it kind of looks like that maybe. So you go pigeon-toed and then you squeeze everything together, pigeon-toed and squeeze. Open the heels, squeeze the heels together, open them, squeeze them together. Last time, open the heels and now squeeze them together. And now we'll go ahead and bring those arms in front of us. Roll the shoulders out of your ears. Press up so your upper body is engaged. Bend the elbows a little bit as if you're going to drag yourself forward. And that's what I want you to do with your chest. So you feel that opening in your shoulder blades. It's not about your low back. And then lift those legs up. And then reach those arms down and exhale, relax. Here we go again. Deep breath in. Arms out in front. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the legs. Swing the arms down and bring everything down. Deep breath in. Exhale, press to lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift and reach. And down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift and reach. And down. Inhale, lift and reach. And down. Exhaling. Inhale, lift, reach. Exhale down. Inhale, lift, reach. Exhale down. Two more, lift and down. Lift and down. Last time, lift and down. Ooh, let's bend our knees. Windshield wiper here, please. All right, from there, press yourself up onto your elbows. Get those elbows right underneath your shoulders. Pull your shoulders back and down. We're going into a plank. So as you are ready, tuck your toes, bend your knees, but just hover your knees. So my knees are bent and just hovering. Pull your ribs in, pull your abs in, straighten your legs for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees and hover. And then straighten your legs and hold. Bend your knees and hover. Straighten your legs. Bend. Straighten. One more time. Bend those knees. Straighten and relax. And let's press back in our resting position. Arms in front or by your side. You can always make those little fists. And then as we come up, we're coming over onto one side. We're going to do our little side plank series. If this is a lot on your elbow, please feel free to double up your mat so you have a little more cushioning under there. Walk your elbow back before you even start. So make sure it's not in front of you. So it's right under the shoulder. And then as you're ready, as always, this can be knees bent, it can be a crisscross, or feet can be stacked. Turn your chest so that you're open here. You're not rotated either direction yet. And then lift yourself up in your side plank. And then you're going to open your chest and rotate your hips in line. And we're going to arch it up if you want. Good. And then we're going to hold it here. We're going to dip. Good. And then we're going to rotate under. And we're going to do that again. We're going to arch. We're going to hold here and dip the hip. And then last time, we're going to rotate forward. And bring it down. Ooh. We're going to switch sides. So again, if you want a little extra cushioning for your elbow, just fold that mat up. Lengthen your body. Get your elbow right underneath your shoulder. Push the shoulder back, lift up out of it. Find your best and favorite side plank position. Rotate the chest open, rotate the hips in line, and we arch. Good, then we dip. And we rotate. And we arch again. And we dip. And we rotate. And we come down. We are back to a seated position towards the front of your mat. Shoulders out of your ears. We're going back to that roll down position we did towards the beginning, only your feet are down this time. So we hinge back, we pull those abs in, shoulders out of your ears. Remember that shoulder squeeze? Give me some squeezes. Good. Now I want you to rotate towards me and give me those squeezes. And now rotate away and squeeze. And to me, and squeeze forward. Good, back to center squeeze. And center and to me, forward. Keep it going. One more round, please. And then here we go, roll back down again. Extend that left leg, bring that right knee in. Reach that right leg to the sky. Now this is a pretty challenging L position if you have tight hamstrings. Reach up as if you're gonna do your scissor. Reach for that right leg, shoulders out of your ears. Point the toe, lift yourself up a wee bit, and then exhale, flex, and pull it down. Point to lift yourself up, and exhale, flex to bring it down. And one more time, we point to lift, and then we exhale to flex down. Bend that right knee and extend it out. Should feel kind of nice on that right leg. Left leg, reach it up, point those toes, lift yourself up, grab that calf, point the toes to pull yourself slightly forward, and then flex through the heel to pull yourself down and get a deep stretch. And then again, we'll point to lift, and we'll exhale to flex down. One more time, we point lift, and we exhale, flex down. Bend that knee, stretch it out. And again, now hopefully both legs feel better. So now we're gonna turn that into the scissors. So we're gonna lift your legs, bring yourself up to the right leg, bring that right leg in. So options here. You can do a regular scissor with your toe pointed, right? Or you can flex through the heel and get that deeper stretch. Or rather than the pulsing, you could flex through the heel and hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex through the heel, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Just up to you, whichever version you are wanting to do today is fine. Or some combination. And bend those knees, leave them in tabletop, pull your abs in, bring your arms out. Palms are gonna face down, press the shoulders down, and then rotate the palms open. All right, from there, put that left foot on the ground and extend that right leg up. We're gonna draw leg circles. So you reverse your direction every time. Lengthen out on the inhale, finish on the exhale. If you want to, bend your elbows and place your fingertips on your hips to give yourself feedback. Then that way you know your other hip's not moving. And if you want, you can straighten out that left leg and flex through the heel. So we're back to that L position we did just a minute ago, but because we stretched a little first, hopefully it's not too much of a stretch for you. Bend that right knee, hug it in, and put that foot on the ground. And now left leg is going to come up. Again, keep contact if you want with your hips. Reach around, down and around. Inhale, start your circle, and finish with an exhale. Or you can leave your arms out to the side. Just notice that your hips aren't wobbling around. Get that nice long stretch. Again, we kind of warmed up that stretch, so maybe you can feel that. Good. When you come back up this time, leave that left leg where it is. Right knee is bent and foot is on the ground. We're going to walk ourselves up that left leg, and we're going to start rolling up a vertebra at a time as best you can. When you get to the top, grab hold of your left leg, bring your right arm up, lift tall, and then see if you can come up on the tippy toes of that right foot, and then see if you can lift the right foot up. Bring that right foot down, walk yourself down that left leg, bend the left knee, put it on the ground. Right leg extends, so we're kind of going back to where we were at the beginning. We'll get there. Bring yourself up, walk yourself up that leg, and then roll up a vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, lift that right leg as high as possible. Left arm up over your head. Can you lift up onto those left tippy toes? Maybe even lift them off the ground for a moment, and then walk it back down and roll it back down. Bend that right knee, feet on the ground. Okay, so now we're going to start putting things together. We've done a lot of these already on variations of this, so feel free to go back if you need to one of the earlier renditions. For now, try tabletop. Hands behind you. Remember rolling like a ball? Well, instead of rolling and kicking, you're going to bring yourself up a vertebra at a time. Extend your legs up. See if you can get the rest of the way up. Hold on to your legs if you want, or try one arm at a time, or try both arms. Grab your legs, tabletop position. Here's your challenge. Can you roll down a vertebra at a time with some symmetry? And then hug those knees in. Then lift them tabletop. Exhale, rather than rolling, You're gonna try and lift yourself up to those legs, extend them, lift them, reach your arms overhead, exhale, bend them, roll it down, deep breath in, hug them in, lift them tabletop, roll it up. Maybe don't use your hands this time, extend and lift like a teaser. Oh, it is a teaser. When you're ready, you could try stretching your legs out on the ground and then rolling up and lifting everything at the same time and rolling back down. So your favorite or best version of teaser, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Any variations are fine. Think about what we did already. We've done it with one leg out and the other knee bent, right? We've done it holding on to that leg. We've rolled like a ball. You choose. Good. And then after that last one, just go ahead and lie all the way down, arms up overhead. Let's grab each elbow and then rest that over your head, if that's okay with you. That, again, should be opening up that chest and giving us a nice stretch. Passive chest opener. If you want a little more, bring those arms into goalpost position, but try and get your knuckles and your wrists, the backs of your wrists and your elbows and your triceps and your shoulders on the ground. And then we're going to bend that right knee. We're going to reach around and grab that right knee and bring it over to the right, hug it in, up and over to your right shoulder. And then bring it back through center. Reach around behind your hamstring, give it a good tug, and then lift yourself up, forehead to knee, straighten your leg out, and you're up. Point and flex through that leg, maybe some circles at your ankle, and then bend that knee again, bring it across to your left shoulder, right arm to the right. And then if you want to, go into that single leg twist. Really reach with your right fingers, maybe even take that left hand and pull the right hip forward. As you come back through center, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, passive figure 4, and then we'll make it active by bending that left knee in, reaching the hamstring. Use your right elbow to press the right knee open. Flex through that left heel if that would feel good, point, and then bend again. Now we're going to close the gap of the knees, arms into a T. You have an option to drop to the left or to lift your legs up and then drop to the left. And straighten your left leg, straighten your right, and hopefully things feel pretty good on that right side. So we'll bring the left knee in and we'll bring it over to the left. And then we'll bring it across, we'll bring it to center, hands behind the hamstring, hug it in, lift your forehead to your knee, straighten it up, bring your arms up, lift yourself up, flex and point, rotate a couple times. Good, bend it in. And then left arm to the left, right knee, or left knee to the right shoulder. Twist it if you want. Maybe even grab that hip with your right hand and pull it forward. And then rotate back to center, left ankle crosses right thigh. Bend and thread your needle. Maybe extend that right leg up in the air. And again, feel free to flex and point. Press that left leg open. And then right foot on the ground, close your gap. And then once again, for the twist, your knees can stay low or you can lift them up and go into that twist. You decide, kind of changes the angle depending on how close your knees are. And then everything back through center, We're gonna try that rolling like a ball again to come up. And then we're gonna come over onto our hands and knees. Feel free to unmute yourselves for cat-cow if you want. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Keep that stretch. And cow. And cat. And cow. Can you believe this? And one more time, cat. And cow. All right. About what we did at the beginning of class. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, round your shoulders, squeeze them. Round them, squeeze them. One more, round and squeeze. Neutral, lift your hips. Pedal those heels one at a time. Good. Wide stance. Walk it back, hang your head and nod. Yes. Yes to 2021. Shoulders out of your ears. No. Shake your head. No. Bend your knees. Hands on your thighs. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Hands to your heart. Lift it up, shoulders up, back, and down. May we all have a wonderful 2021. Thank you, guys. I